Howdy everybody, hey Brian, Indiana Creek Gold. We are getting ready to clean this stuff out. I grabbed a big spoon scoop of this stuff and threw in with Ricky's cons here. So, but we are going to classify this stuff down. If you have, you have not seen the video before this and the videos before that. This is what's left of dredge cons. 7 dredge runs, most of them very short runs, like literally talking an hour of probably moving material, and then a couple decent days when I had some help over the hill here. So hip is killing me today. I mean, like killing me. It's brainy, cloudy. I don't know if that's it, because I didn't really do anything to do it, but it's aching, making my lower back lock up, back spasm. So I love it when the day starts out randomly like that for no reason. But we're going to classify this stuff down. This is -30 material. We're going to classify. I think I see gold right there. What do y'all think? Looks awful shiny. Love it. But we're going to classify this -30 to my RIP classifier here, -60, I believe that is. So we'll have a few different classifications, a couple to run through there. We could run it all -30, but when you're running it hot enough to move that bigger material, it's just better. I have found in personal experience, I'm not an expert, I've used that blue bowl a lot, and I have found that if you classify everything down, the more you can, the better off you want your gold same size as the material in there, because if you're running hot enough to move, say +30 material or something, and then say you put -60 in there and it's all mixed together, that gold, I don't know that you're going to lose any of it. But if you're moving that water fast enough to move that bigger material, there's a chance that you're moving it little bitty small, minuscule, 200-300 mesh gold too. Just my theory. Said not an expert. I don't know. We're going to classify it down anyway. But this is cons from all those. We ran that through the prototype RPE sluice there, and condensed it from a half a bucket of material, half 5-gallon bucket of material, down to what you see in here, which is the bigger classification that we did on the last video. And I sent a picture to Mike Vendetta, and I think he counted. I think there's 29 pieces in there of bigger stuff. So there's more gold right there. There's gold in here. I'm seeing it, and it's not even really sunny. So we're going to get this stuff classified down. As you can probably hear, the neighbor's back there, Jason, best neighbor in the world, best neighbor I've ever had. But they're back there. I think him and a buddy are mowing and weed eating, and slowly working their way up this direction. So I'm going to go get water carried out for the blue bowl, and my fancy stand here, archery target. But this is a pretty level spot in this deck, okay? And so as you can see, I have this bucket that I cut a notch out for my cord, and hose for the blue bowl. You can drill a hole, however you want to do it, but you got to have some way for that stuff to go out and around. But as you can see here, go that way, that's off. Oh, come on, Brian, now use level. 3/8 of an inch or so that way. About dead on that way. So I know I can snap these levelers down on here, and we will pretty much know that I start out about halfway up on these or so, that we just need to raise that up, you know, 3/8 of an inch or so, and we should be at a really good starting point. So let me go haul some water, wait for Jason to move on back or get done here, and then we'll get to it, folks. See how much gold's in there. Okay, I maybe should have got the material out of there that was there, because it sat there for months. But I put water in there, and I think it'll settle some, but I don't know. I'm not carrying more water out here. Like I said, my hip, my back's killing me today. So we're going to go for it. I mean, I can still see the bottom through there, and we'll put clean water in our blue bowl to start out. Put a little of that in. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I texted Vendetta a question. He just texted me back, so I was just seeing that on my phone. I went ahead and set my blue bowl up here, and then took a Sharpie and marked about where it sits, in conjunction of where the hose comes up and the hookup is for said blue bowl. So, and I also shimmed that up a little bit, so shouldn't have to do a whole lot with that. These legs for the blue ball, if you're getting a blue ball, I would greatly recommend getting a leg kit for it, because it's gonna be a lot of hassle, I would think. I mean, I guess I could set that on the bucket. I don't know. I could probably set it on the bucket, and it would work without the legs if the bucket was level. I've never done that before. I don't know how level our bucket is. Yeah, it was pretty close. Yeah, not gonna try it. But anyway, these legs, when you put them on there, make sure that little groove is where it needs to be, so it actually locks on the bucket there. That way you can turn it and adjust it. So let me get these other ones on there, and we'll set it on there and see where we're at. You can get really close by just putting water on it, or in it, and sort of using this thing for your level. Bam. This maybe needs to come up just a little bit. boom, there we are. Put a couple drops of this in there. We need to get this stuff classified. Where's the black pan at? Alright, let me locate the pan. I don't have to put this in there. Alright, let me get set up. Alright, here we are. Gold sitting right there. Gotta be careful here. I'll be losing material through the hole in my classifier. Alright. Let me get this stuff worked down and we'll be back. Alright, we are ready to roll. Minus 60 plus 60 minus 30. So, and we seen visible gold. I seen more when I rinsed the pan out. So, I think sheer volume and weight, definitely minus 60. This is the stuff, and you can see a piece of gold right there. There on top. And you can also see that that's really dark garnet sands. But we find 300. There's another piece right here. There's 200 or 300 mesh gold. I mean, it's as small as you can just barely visibly see, like microscopic almost dust size in our pan. So, you know, to stuff like that, that's visible. But we're going to fire the blue bowl up, get her plugged in and going. I am going to add the material to said blue bowl before I started up. I try to like spread it pretty evenly. Alright, now I need to scrape that out. We'll be back. Alright, once again, our $1, I think, maybe $1.50 dollar store squirt bottle. Use it all the time. Cleaned our pan out into our blue bowl. Got it pretty spread out. Had a bit of a spill earlier, scooping cons out when I was classifying. I went to scoop it back up, but then all the bigger crap that's there was stuck to it instantly. So I would have had to reclassify all that, you know, spoonful. So we'll get that gold out of that, our next tabletop prospecting adventure. So, but when we get her plugged in, it's running wide open. I think we don't want that. I put new hose and everything on there. Get this plugged in. Oh, I had to go put my jammies on. My pants belt was killing my hips. I hate it. And as always, I've got my pump. I got holes in that's a tool whip bolt. But I got my pump sitting inside there. So material ain't like falling into the pump. And looky there already. Instantly. That's a good sign. Really good sign. Really, really good sign. We want to get material moving. That flare is horrible. Sorry. Okay. Want the material spinning around. Look at what freaking gold showing up. But you don't want to be moving, losing material. See, now it opens her up a little bit. Nice chunk of gold showing up there. See how material is starting to move up that plastic? Majority of the gold is pretty much staying put. And you don't see any of it being pulled up into this material. So it's, working the way it should. The gold hanging back, the lighter material is moving up and over the edge. But look at all that gold showing up. Jiminy freaking Christmas. Craziness. Of course, I've never cleaned up a bunch of dredge funds. So I am really, really looking forward to seeing what is in that minus 60. Materials working nice and slow up over there. You got that sawtooth pattern that you want. And gold all around there. Awesome. Alright. Got this piled up. I'm taking, once again, my dollar store prospecting equipment here. And spreading that stuff out. Turn it up just a little bit. Let that material work over again. So, yeah, get it worked down, we'll be back. Looking good though. Looking really, really good. Got it running pretty hot now. Look at that gold. Just about got her cleaned up. We'll be back and get rid of the rest of the garnet sands. Alright, I turned this thing up, tried to get up almost all the way, and I think a couple pieces of gold go out over the top. So, I'm going to slow it down. We're going to suck a bunch of this stuff out, if you can, and then let it work some more. So, tried to get a little impatient and lost a little bit of gold. So, Alright, let me get some of this stuff cleaned up and we'll see if it'll work a little more out. I might just snuffer it all up and then pan it. Alright, got her going again. I got rid of the little rocks that we missed in classifying that was causing a lot of the issues. Gold was working fine. Some of it was moving a little more than what I had wanted it to, but gets up against there, and if it's working right, the gold slides up against the bottom and gets up against that lip. But you get a bigger rock, or about 4 like we had, whipping around in there, and it kicks the gold and material up. And like I said, I watched a couple pieces go right up over the lip. So, a little wiry piece there. So we're getting her wound back up again. All the gold should stay out here at the side, and get it cleaned up, and then we got that smaller classification to run. So I'm going to let this run down until we get the gold out of there, and then we'll be back. Alright, we got a little bit of garnet sands, black sands, and gold sucked up in there. So we'll get this minus 60 going, and some stuff around here, move some rocks. Oh no! Shit. Again, like I said, I like spilling my comms all over the place. I got to two-hand this stuff. I just lost a bunch of gold inside this corrugated archery mat. It's been, yeah, I'll be back. I can literally see gold shining. Right over there. Gee, freaking Christmas. Alright. I just don't know the best way to approach this. So there's stuff down in there. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to run this stuff. I think we start scraping on that. We're just going to be sticking gold down in the seats of that foam, whereas if I let it dry and tip it up over something, tote, big pan, brush it all off or sprayed it all off with my squirt bottle, that I would have the best chance of not losing all that super fine gold that I dumped all over there. So here we are. My squirt bottle's down underneath there, so I need to get that rinsed out. Gee, man, it is all going so well. What if you hear showing up? Look how small some of that gold is. It's just like little specks. And that's got to be 300 mesh gold. Or like that, you can barely see it with the naked eye, some of it. fit decent through the frame, some of it. They're so little they sort of show up white here on here. Indiana micro gold. Run this thing nice and slow, slowly building up speed here. There's this stuff, lose it pretty easy. Can't get carried away with the flow. Meadow. See, a bunch of gold starting to move around now. Lots of gold showing up. Okay, just barely creeping over that lip. That's where I want it right now. Alright, I'm going to go sit down and take a break for a second, and then we'll pan this stuff back. Alright, I had to slow her down. I stepped away for a little bit, and as will happen with the blue bowl, once you get to where there's not as much material in there, the impurity speed will speed up, and it will start cranking. So I had a big old cone of material almost all the way up to his lip when I paid attention over here, which is not a good thing. So I've been sort of sucking this stuff up as we go. So we get this stuff run down, we'll do the big snuffer dump, and we'll see what these runs got us. So I'll just probably wait till then and come back, and we'll see what kind of gold we got. I appreciate you all following along. Alright, like I said, all that stuff, there's seven or eight plus spoonfuls probably of material there that was spilled, and there's plenty of gold in that other stuff, so we know there's got to be gold in there. I'm gonna let it dry and turn it up over a tote or something like that and brush it the best I can. So it's close cell foam sort of, but these layers are spread apart. See? So I'm thinking if I'm thinking everybody, I don't know. I'm gonna say, let me know what you think, but it'll probably be done and over with for this video. But we'll get it off and pan it out on video. We put plenty of cons before we ran them through the RPE. I filled it 3/4 away most way, and then we put plenty of cons from the RPE run, and even after we classified it down for the blue bowl, I put a couple of scoops in there. So I am sure Rich Peterson will do an awesome video and show us what gold that he found in there. Like I said, there's cons there on the target, but we did recover some gold. So we're missing some of it, quite a bit. Like I said, I spilled a quarter or a third of the -60 material on that target. So But let me use two hands. Hold on. There it is. There's a look at the gold that we got besides what is in there and spilt. So there is our Indiana dredge runs cons clean up. So let's make a smile here. Indiana gold. I'm going to put a little bit of water in the pan, and I'm going to try to clean it a little bit better, but there it is. There's the gist of it. Not bad at all. Keep an eye out on my community page. After I post this video, you see it, go to my community page and I will show you the weight. I appreciate you all following along. Indiana sluice cons, Indiana boys getting that gold. So I said lots and lots of real fine gold and some chunky monkeys. So, alright, appreciate y'all.